victory over Siena. Game 2 here in the first round of the 2022 Hercules Tires MAC Basketball Championship. Fairfield also so happy to get Caleb Green for the latter part of this season back. Missed some time in the middle of the season, as there you see the Ready Nutrition Stags starting lineup. Cruz right away to the high arcing jumper, and Fofana underneath for the rebound.
Boy, that was a tough attempt there by Cruz from about 10 feet on the baseline, attempting that difficult fall away.
Well, Henderson is fouled. That was Jordan Henderson going to the rim and hitting the deck hard.
Henderson is really good off the bounce. I really like his overall game. He can knock down shots from the perimeter. He has a good mid-range game, but I like him going to the basket. He's very, very talented in doing that.
On the inbounds, there is Henderson.
And right on cue, Henderson pulls up there. What a great call from Reggie Witherspoon on that out-of-bounds play. Henderson knocked it down from about 17 feet.
Averaging just over 11 points per game. Take to the rim there from Allen Jean Rose was off the mark. Here is Supreme Cook. Can't get it to fall. Here comes Harid.
Good interior defense there by the Golden Griffs.
Armand Harid going down low to George Maslenikoff. More on George and his unique situation here as we play on March 8th a little bit later on. Fofana and Jaco Fritz not on the same page. They're Supreme Cook with the steal.
Yeah, good steal there by the big Supreme Cook with quick hands.
There's Caleb Green, the grad student, over to Taj Benning. Into the lane. Benning going to go to the turnaround jumper.
Tough luck there for Benning. That stayed on the rim, fell off.
Canisius 7-13 in league play. Whistle right here. It'll be a blocking foul called on Caleb Green.
Yeah, Andy O'Brien was right on the call there. That was the proper call. Green was moving. He was not in good defensive position.
Canisius with those 3 wins in a row at the end of the season. It included their first road win of the year at Quinnipiac. Henderson hit his first shot. Too strong. Maslenikoff the offensive rebound. Here's Harid, going to turn the corner. He'll go to the basket. And Supreme Cook pulls down the rebound and did so going through Jaco Fritz.
That was a great take by Harid. He could not get it to go, but Supreme Cook with a really physical rebound. We're going to take a second look at it here. That's a good take there by Harid, and strong hands there by Supreme Cook. And well, that's a tough foul there on Jaco Fritz as Fritz comes out of the game for Canisius.
He'll take a seat. Freshman Xavier Long from Washington, D.C. will check in. I guess you could call that the ultimate wrong place at the wrong time foul. Almost looked like David Tyree, right?
Yes.
Pinning it against the head. Shot clock down to 10 for Jesus Cruz. He'll dribble Harid down into the paint. The righty jump hook goes.
Yeah, that's a crafty play there by Cruz. Again, he has over 1,300 points. He has been a main cog in the wheel for the Stags for several years.
And Maslenikoff traveled, hopped with it when he caught it, and then did it again to get started. And Steve, already this first round matchup, from a pace and flow standpoint, very different from the 8-9 game we just did between Manhattan and Ryder.
Yes, and that's what we expected, more of a half-court game with Fairfield and Canisius. Canisius is very good in their motion game, and Jay Young's team moves the basketball very well, too, with a lot of ball screens, and they want the ball right there to Supreme Cook. Nice move going to the goal. He could not get the left-hander to go off the window.
Right to left, Canisius swings it. Harid now makes its way to Long. 18 seconds to shoot. Harid lost it. They say Benning the last to touch. 15 seconds for the Griffs to shoot. Benning, one of the great stories in this league. 1,000-point scorer, just improved every year from a freshman season, under 2 points a game, to a double-figure scorer for Fairfield the last 2 years.
And he plays on both ends. I know Jay Young really likes Benning. He's got that unorthodox shot, but it works for him. You know, he's a really good player on both ends, and he just provides that energy and that leadership for the Stags.
Here's Hareed going to create some space. And the rebound to Chris Mido, who's checked in for Fairfield, along with Zach Chrysler. Green, screen and roll look. Mido to the basket.
That's a nice play there. Good two-man game there. Mido on the screen and roll, dove to it, received a really nice pass from Green. Got the easy one to go down inside.
Here's Amadou Fofana in the corner. That's too strong. The ball goes all 11 member institutions. That would apply to. Now Hill's spent some time on the bench here, but played much better late in the season. No doubt using that as fuel on the basketball court. Canisius trails Fairfield here in the early going, 4-2. If you were watching our earlier game with Manhattan and Ryder, those two teams playing faster, getting out, trying to score in transition. These two teams, though, Steve, do the bulk of their damage in the half court with efficient and effective half court offenses.
They do. They like to play in the half court as Green attempts the three ball, does not get it to go down, but really a nice follow there by the freshman Long. Really an excellent rebound there by Long on the weak side. Got the putback to go down.
Fairfield runs back the other way. That three falls for the junior, Zach Chrysler.
You have to locate Chrysler. That is his game. Most of his attempts are three-point field goal attempts, and the Griffs just lost him on that possession, and Chrysler has that ability as a big to knock it down from distance.
Yeah, almost 80% of his attempts come from beyond the arc. It's impressive considering 6'9".
Yeah, 6'9", but he's such a weapon because bigs have to come out and honor that as Long misses the three ball for Canisius.
Hareed on the offensive glass. He'll throw one up. And Chrysler pulls away the rebound.
Nice job there by Chrysler with that rebound in traffic.
There is Green, leaving for Chrysler, diving to the rim.
That was a great play by Chrysler. He's mad at himself there. He took some contact. He couldn't get it to go down, but he will shoot 2 free throws for the Stags.
So Chrysler making an impact right off of the bench. He scores it just 3 points a game. So had that the previous time down with the shot from beyond the arc, and he'll now shoot 2. That's really good touch for a big man. Transferred into this program from Rice, where he played for the Owls a couple of seasons ago. Canisius will go to its bench. Akram Ahmed will check in. As Chrysler knocks them both down, a 9-4 Fairfield lead.
Nice start for Chrysler with the three ball and then getting the 2 free throws there. 5 quick points for Chrysler.
Canisius has started just 2 for 9 from the field. Oh, and Hareed lost it. Chrysler, the throw ahead. A good hustle, Jordan Henderson.
Yeah, it's a great hustle play there by Henderson. And good defensive transition.
And then he'll step into a 3. Big rebound, Xavier Long. He'll gather, and a foul is called.
Another terrific job there by the freshman. Xavier Long, boy, he is strong there on the weak side. He took a lot of contact. He shoots 2 for Canisius.
6'7" freshman from Washington, D.C. Shoots 67% from the free throw line. Fairfield will get Jesus Cruz back in. Chrysler will take a seat.
Again, a nice job by Chrysler. Banging that three-pointer, and then he also knocked down a couple of free throws.
Yeah, immediate impact. with those 5 points, as you mentioned. Empty trip for Long, and Gene Rose secures the rebound. You know, the 7th seed is the seed that Fairfield had last season when they made that run to the MAC final. Stags trying to see if history can repeat itself here in Atlantic City. Here's Cruz inside. The fake, he'll go to the line as well.
Again, that's just another crafty move by Jesus Cruz. He is so good with the basketball. He does not have a lot of quickness, frankly, but he's at the right place at the right time, and he is crafty with the basketball. He got fouled there. He shoots 2 for Fairfield, gets the first one to go down.
That'll bring in Scott Hitchin, the graduate student for Canisius from Ontario. He'll take out Malik Green. Yeah, it's a point about Cruz that I think is a good one. He's been an effective player in this league his entire career. And like you said, never really looks like he's going super fast, but he gets to where he needs to be.
He does. And again, he's not a great athlete, but what a career he's had for the Stags.
So has had a tremendous career. Well over 1,000 career points. Screen and roll look. Long's been active in the early going, and the foul with 13:04 to go in the first.
Yeah, they have to continue to look for the freshman on the low block. Long has been really, really good. He's asking for the basketball on the low block. The Griffs need to continue to throw it down there.
Canisius 2 for 10 to start this game. Here's Ahmed. Left wing. Hitchin. Skilled big guy is Scott Hitchin. He's going to go right to work, and he puts it in off the glass.
It's a great piece of footwork there on the low block by Hitchin. Got it to go down high off the window.
Well, Hitchin, no doubt, can provide an offensive spark for Canisius. There's Gene Rose, top of the key. Gonna look to go ISO ball, and that's a beautiful move to the rim.
That's a terrific take to the rim by Gene Rose with that deft touch inside.
Long, active on the offensive glass. Mido, the rejection.
Excellent timing there by Mido. His hand right on top of the basketball, and he didn't block it out of bounds. He blocked it to a teammate.
Three-pointer in the corner. That's one of the best shooters in the league, and the freshman TJ Long. But Gene Rose has knocked down 2 in a row.
Job there by Gene Rose again. No one checked him off the glass. Gene Rose took advantage. Got the putback to go down.
And it's allowed Fairfield to build an 8-point lead. Long gets the roll on the 3.
Freshman Long, he called for it, set his feet, got the kind roll, got the 3 ball to go down.
He has been impressive here in the early going. 5 rebounds in this first half as well.
He has been engaged on both ends of the floor. He is an impressive freshman.
Jesus Cruz, too strong, and Hitchin able to pull down the rebound. Henderson on the wing. "15 seconds for Canisius. Swings it side to side. Hitchin's 3 rims short. Benning picks up his dribble. Mido. Skip pass. TJ Long. The freshman to the basket. Hareed, the rejection.
Oh, what a great job by Hareed with that rejection, and Henderson comes up with it in transition.
Yeah, Canisius trying to cash this possession in. Henderson beyond the arc. It rims out. And a whistle. Midway point here in this first half. Fairfield a 15-9 lead after the Benning free throw. Well, we thought we would see 2 defenses more on display here in this second game, and indeed we have.
Oh, we have 4 for 16. Canisius starts out the game, and 5 for 14 for the Stags. I mean, both teams are struggling on the offensive end, but both teams are playing a very, very good defense in the half court.
Cruz swing it over to Caleb Green. Benning's going to get it back from Supreme Cook. Going to go to that running one-hander. Cook on the offensive glass. Canisius with great rotations this possession, not allowing an open look. Cook going to go back to work on Maslenikov to that left hand.
Yeah, that's his game, but really a good defensive sequence there by Canisius. That was a tough attempt by Cook.
Yeah, we haven't seen a whole lot of open shots here in this first half.
No, every shot has been contested, and again, we thought this could be a grind-out half-court game. So far to this point, that's what we've had.
Here's Fofana around the screen. He'll pull up.
In their 3-game winning streak, Fofana has been making some shots. That was a good look by Fofana as Taj Benning, boy, that was a missile right in front of us. He didn't draw any iron there on that three-point attempt, hit the back of the backboard.
Henderson going to turn the corner. Ahmed got Green in the air. Akram Ahmed, the reverse layup.
Really nice play there by Ahmed off the bounce. That was a quick first step, an aggressive move to the goal.
He's another player for Canisius who can step up, has scored in double digits 8 times throughout the season. Cruz gonna spin on Fofana. Takes the contact and he'll go to the line.
Again, that's just another crafty move by Cruz. Took the contact. He's going back to the line to shoot 2 for Fairfield.
So Cruz will go back to the free throw line. It's a 15-11 game. It's just so interesting, the matchups in this league. And we referenced one game earlier with Manhattan and Fairfield. You know, that game at the 10-minute mark, even before that, was in the 20s already. And it's just more of a byproduct of the way those teams play and the pace and the speed. This game, close game, 15-11, but it's more so, like we said earlier, Steve, there's so many contested shots. There's just no easy baskets on either side.
Yeah, it's a different game as Cruz goes 1 out of 2. I mean, if these teams turn you over, yes, they will go in transition, but we knew coming in that it would be a half-court game. Both teams play good, very good defense. Fairfield's 3rd in the league in scoring defense. They get after it, and Canisius is very capable as well in the half-court defensively.
And again, Canisius, played their way out of the 11th seed, 3 wins to end the season. Maslenikov can't get it to fall in. Cook with the rebound.
Tough luck there for Maslenikov. That was a nice jump hook around and out there for the Griffs.
There's Green inside. Long steps inside the arc.
A really good shot fake there by Long, but he can't get it to go down. And then Gene Rose for Fairfield is over the back, commits the personal foul. It's Canisius basketball.
You almost think that both teams here know what it kind of takes in the postseason, right? You want to hang around.
Yes.
You want to play good defense, look for good shots. 7-10 matchup, 16-11.
Yeah, so far both teams have really struggled shooting the basketball. Canisius is shooting just 26%. The Stags not much better, shooting 27%.
Whistle away from the ball with 7:45 to go in the first half. And we'll see the whistle.
Yeah, they got Ahmed there on the low block. Just too much contact there on Gene Rose. So now they are in the bonus. Gene Rose will shoot 1-1 for the Stags.
Alan Gene Rose, 55% free throw shooter on the season. The junior from Martinique. Here comes Fofana, 7:40 to go here in the first. You know what name we haven't called for Canisius? Armand Harid.
He needs to get going. He has had a really nice season for Canisius, but Fairfield has done a really nice job on Harid. He is really capable. He takes it on the bounce there. Nice block by Supreme Cook, but Harid is critically important for Canisius, and he has got to get into the rhythm offensively. So far, nothing from Harid.
Yeah, now 0 for 5 from the floor. More than capable scorer and a guy who did take a step this season for Canisius. Just 7 seconds for the Griffs. Fofana working on Green. Tough 2. Chrysler pulls down the board.
That was a good closeout there by Green, and for whatever reason, Canisius has just struggled mightily away from home, Eddie, with just the one victory over Quinnipiac. It's been extremely tough for them. They just don't seem to shoot the basketball as well away from home and have really struggled. This is a neutral court, of course, but away from the Kessler Center as the Stags turn it over. Stepped on the baseline. Taj Benny stepped on the baseline, but it just hasn't computed, unfortunately, for this team. I know it's been frustrating for Reggie Witherspoon, but they just have not gotten it done away from Buffalo in the Kessler Center.
Yeah, 10-5 at home, just the one win away from home. The weird thing is, it was one of the most successful teams in the MAC. Wave that bucket away. It'll be an offensive foul called on Fritz. Canisius had been one of the best teams on the road in the league the previous couple of years, so maybe more of an anomaly than anything else, but it is weird.
Yeah, it just didn't compute this year because, as you just mentioned, Eddie, they've been good in past years away from home. We're going to take a second look at it here. You see Jaco Fritz on the that's a really good play there by Chrysler. Jaco Fritz put it on the deck, and Chrysler with excellent defensive position.
Green turns the corner. Harid making an impact on the defensive end.
Yeah, really nice timing there by Harid, coming over from the weak side with that block out of bounds, but the Stags retain possession out of bounds under.
Here is Mido, right elbow. Gonna go to work in the lane. Good Canisius defense. Green, fade away long 2, and Harid with the rebound.
That's just terrific defense there in the half court by Canisius. That was a difficult shot attempt by Green with the shot clock winding down.
6 minutes to go in this first half. A low-scoring first half at that. Fofana gliding across the lane, gets it to fall.
That's a nice take there by Fofana. He was fading away. That was a difficult attempt, but he got it to go down.
Here's Gene Rose. He's been aggressive all first half.
That's just an outstanding take by Gene Rose. He got it to go down with his left hand, falling away from the basket high off the window.
Yeah, high degree of difficulty finish for Allen Gene Rose. Turning the corner, that's Seam Eitendahl. He'll put it in with the left hand.
Wow, Eitendahl, that was a great take there. He was aggressive, attacking the rim.
Maybe some rhythm developing here in the latter stages of our first half. Green will pick up his dribble. Chrysler, way downtown 3 is good for Zach Chrysler.
That was way downtown. That was 3 feet from beyond the arc. Chrysler at 6'9", showing his range.
How about the first half? He is having 8 points for Fairfield.
Big time by Chrysler off the bench.
Maslenikov's righty turnaround rims out. And Fairfield with a 6-point lead brings it into the front court.
You have to convert that. Maslenikov, there was really no one around him. He had that little jump hook from about 5 feet, couldn't get it to go down as Green, really nice job by Green, stopping on a dime, pulling up there from about 12 feet for the Stags.
And they've built an 8-point lead here in the latter stages of the first half. Harid, the jab step. His 3 is too strong.
Harid continues to struggle. He just has not been able to get it going for Canisius.
Benning's 3. Fairfield on fire.
He has been big time for the Stags. A couple of big 3-point field goals. That last one was from way downtown. Very, very impressive range by Chrysler.
Well, just look at Fairfield's 2 leading scorers in this game. Both he and Alan Jean Rose have combined for 14 points as right on cue, Amadou Fofana makes it a single-digit game again.
Yeah, Fofana rose up from beyond the arc. That's how Canisius is going to get back in this game. Fofana needs to lead them back.
Played tremendously down the stretch for Canisius on that 3-game winning streak. Here's Cook, beautiful baseline spin. Can't finish, rebound tipped around a few times, still loose, and Eitendahl comes down with it.
Everything but the basket there. That was a great piece of footwork by Cook with that drop step, but he could not get it to go down.
So Fofana, previous time down, knocked one down. He's gonna pull up again for 3.
He shot that one in rhythm, but just shot it a little too hard off the back iron, did Fofana.
Green spinning into the lane. Caleb Green going to the left hand.
What a great take to the goal by Green. That was a really nice physical move going to the 10.
Yeah, the former Holy Cross Crusader with a beautiful spin move. 10-point Stags lead. Hareed, it's a strong take to the rim. One of those everything but the bucket.
Yes, everything but the bucket. That was a great play off the bounce by Hareed, but he just could not get it to go short arm, but just a little bit.
Jesus Cruz too strong on the 3. Here comes Jordan Henderson. Canisius looking for that offensive spark. Henderson all the way. Oh, it rims out.
Well, that's Henderson's game. He could not get it to go, and then he commits the cardinal sin 90 feet away from the basket. That was kind of a frustration foul, I think, on Henderson because he had it at point-blank range, but really unlucky. It rolled off the rim, and then Henderson commits the personal foul.
It'll send Supreme Cook to the free throw line for 1-1. Confirm the foul and free throw shooter. So Cook with 7 rebounds so far in the game, but still looking for his first points. And that free throw rims out with 1:48. Canisius trailing 28-18. Eitendahl, Henderson. Got the
bow. There was nothing there, so Henderson will, in fact, shoot the 3 free throws, and he knocks down the first one for Canisius.
A 72% free throw shooter. So these big shots, because like we said, you know, hitting a 3 and hitting 3 free throws the same as Henderson misses the second, and he'll have one more.
When you have a low-scoring game like this, you know, 10, 11 points, 12 points, that's a big lead. You know, really, because this has been what we expected as Henderson knocks down 2 out of 3, a game in the half court with 2 good defensive teams, and we did expect a low-scoring game. So the last minute 25 are important here for Canisius.
Yeah, definitely how you end a half, especially like this. You just even get 4 points in a row. It can make all the difference. Cruz spinning on Hareed.
It was a good move there by Cruz, but he short-armed that jump hook, could not get it to go down.
Xavier Long steps back. Oh, that one rims in and out. TJ Long with the rebound.
Yeah, we had a good angle on that. It looked good when it left his hand, but he just hit it too hard off the back iron.
Inside of a minute to go here in the first half. Cruz straightaway triple. Gets the roll.
Boy, he does. He gets a friendly roll, but he shot it soft with a lot of backspin. Got the shooter's roll, did Cruz.
Hareed back the other way. Runs right into the lane, and a foul called on the floor. It'll be a 1-1 for Armand Hareed. And that came at a critical time. Fairfield, Steve, building an 11-point lead. That's a good-sized lead of any game, but when it's being played at this pace with the amount of possession these teams have had, it feels even bigger than that.
Yeah, that's a very good point. Yeah, they got Maido there on that block, and as you mentioned, Eddie, Hareed now shoots 1-1 for Canisius.
First free throw for Hareed. Back rim. And Cruz will run it down. Big critical juncture here late in the first half. And a chance for Fairfield to
second half.
Well, Canisius' 3 double-digit scores. Armand Hareed, Jordan Henderson, Malik Green. A combined so far in this game 1 for 12.
Yeah, that is it in a nutshell. They just have not performed offensively. And again, that must improve in the second half.
6 seconds to shoot. Benning trying to muscle it up, trying to find room for it. And now Canisius with a chance to take the final shot here in this first half. 5 seconds for Fofana. Crossover move. Getting inside. He lost it. Loose ball. Basketball.
Yeah, they are valuing the basketball, and they're just shooting it just a little bit better than Canisius. The first 5 or 6 minutes of this second half, critical for the Griffs.
As they try to get back in this one. Hareed. That was a lot of contact there. It'll stay with Canisius. You almost get the feeling like, and Chris alluded to it with both of the coach interviews, it is a physical game between these two. They both like to play that way.
Very, very physical brand of basketball. I think Hareed was right there. He asked the official about the contact, but it was a play on.
And a whistle down low. Cruz called for the foul on Malik Green. And if Canisius can get Green going as well, and I feel like Malik Green is one of those enigmas in the league. So talented, some games, huge games, other ones not, as they throw it up to him here. He'll make the catch. Defended a couple of times. Good job by the Stags.
Yeah, that was a great block. Supreme Cook actually got a piece of that. Just great interior defense there by Cook.
Fairfield with the defensive stop on one end as they try to extend an 11-point lead. Great position down low by Cook. 3 Griffs around him. Patience, kick out, Green, 3.
It's a really good pass there by Supreme Cook. He was actually triple teamed there, but Green could not make the wide open 3 ball.
The ball moving side to side for Canisius. Hareed, baseline drive, gets it to go.
That's a great, very gingerly off the floor with that right ankle injury.
Well, Hareed, the most important, and hopefully Gene Rose is okay, the most important thing for Canisius was indeed that Armand Hareed got his first field goal to fall, making it a single-digit game. There's the cutting Caleb Green.
That is a great pass by Supreme Cook. He was doubled, and Green moved so well without the basketball. He dove to the rim, and Supreme Cook found him, and Green got the easy lay-in to go down.
Henderson tripped up, fouled. 18-11 to go here in the second. They'll whistle Taj Benning for his second foul.
Yeah, Taj Benning doesn't like the call, but that was right in front of us. I think that was a pretty obvious call, the tripping foul on Taj Benning.
Hareed, step back jumper. And there's Supreme Cook underneath.
They still can't get it to go. That was a good look from distance by Hareed. I know he is very, very frustrated with his offensive game.
Benning, 3 in the left wing.
As Taj Benning answered, that was a great 3-ball. Again, that unorthodox shot by Taj Benning, but it works for him. A big 3-ball there by the Stags.
Well, he was fantastic in that tournament run last year to the final. And here he gets the rebound after the defensive stop for Fairfield.
Yeah, Green had a good look going to the basket for the Griffs, could not get it to go. Nice cut to the goal by Cruz, and another wonderful dime there by Supreme Cook. The Fairfield Stags are in business. They're up 16.
Yeah, and this is their largest lead of the game. Trying to find Green on the lob. Here comes Fairfield. Cook gets his man in the air. Goes up, it was blocked. Jaco Fritz is trailing the play for Canisius. He went up on that Supreme Cook ball fake, and now each team has had a player down here in the second half as they help Fritz up.
I think Fritz is going to be okay. I think he just got the wind knocked out of him there. Yeah, it looks like Fritz is going to be fine. Supreme Cook comes out of the game. That was a really nice block here. We're going to take a second look at it here. It was a wonderful pass in transition. Nice up fake there, but you see the block by the Golden Griffs. Supreme Cook out now. Really nice job there by Canisius not giving up on that play.
Well, this is the end of the floor that Canisius needs to pick things up. Henderson will try with a jumper.
He was on balance there. Henderson just shot the air ball.
Here's Caleb Green running the floor. Malik Green with the rebound.
Boy, there's been some good attempts by both teams. That was a runner there by Green, and he just short-armed it a little bit. Couldn't knock it down from about 4 feet.
Reed, wonderful crossover. Cruz with a great defensive play and a foul in the backcourt.
That was just outstanding by Cruz. Again, he doesn't give up on the play. His hand's right on top of the basketball. And then Canisius commits the personal foul. It's Fairfield basketball. We're going to take a second look at it here. This is just a wonderful defensive effort by Cruz. And you see him trailing the play. Great block by Cruz.
Fairfield trying to continue its second half run. Ball works its way over to TJ Long, whose three is good.
Job there by defense in the half court, Eddie. Just 22 points for Canisius with just over 16 minutes to go in the game.
And maybe at a certain point, fans around the league start going, well, wait a minute. Didn't last year Fairfield have a 7 seed? And didn't last year they make a run to the final? Sometimes history can repeat itself.
Hey, and when you play the kind of defense that Jay Young's teams play, you can really do some damage, and you just mentioned it, Eddie. Last year they go to the final, and what a great play by Mido on the baseline after receiving an excellent pass from Cruz.
That lead is now 21 points. Fairfield has outscored Canisius here in the second half, 12-2. Malik Green going to go to work down low. Game after this, and then I'm going to enjoy the shot you just saw.
Yeah, good for you, Eddie.
If folks don't know, not only is my broadcast partner now in his third of 4 games today, our crew has been putting on, this is the 5th game of the day. Our producers, our students from the various institutions that help put all these broadcasts on, have to thank all of them for the labor of love that is the MAC tournament.
Yes, I second that. No question about it. All of the producers, all of the student workers, they've been doing really a wonderful job.
They always say if you're working the tournament or attending it, that, now that it's in Atlantic City, it's the Tuesday, that's the marathon day. That's 6 games, 3 women's first round games this morning, 3 men's first round games here this evening. Still 1 more to go. Marist and Quinnipiac after our game. Cruz pushes the lead.
That's what Cruz can do, and he's done it his entire career, just a patient move on the low block.
And then Mido will be whistled for the goaltend there. Count the bucket for Malik Green.
Yeah, nice job there by Malik Green with that quick move going to the goal. The Griffs need some stops now. Down 20, 14:43 remaining.
Oh, they throw the touchdown ball to Benning, and then Cruz, the wise veteran, will pull it out. 45-25 Fairfield here in the second half. Benning left all alone.
Again, he's capable of making that shot, but just shot that one a little too short off the front iron.
Here's Amadou Fofana. Little give and go look with Long and Harid. Long can't get the first one to fall. Good interior passing, and Malik Green will shoot free throws.
Yeah, Malik Green is mad at himself. That's another one. Now, he was fouled, but it wasn't that much of a foul, and he wasn't able to get it to go down right underneath the basket. But Green does shoot 2 for Canisius.
Scores 11 a game during the regular season. 68% free throw shooter. Just 3 points here tonight. And really, it's been Fairfield's ability to not allow Canisius to get in any kind of offensive rhythm, that really is dictating the score that you see on your TV now.
And they have not given up any runs. You would have thought that Canisius would be able to get it together offensively, have a run in them, but Harid has not gotten it going at all. Green has struggled. Long has showed some signs, the freshman, but Henderson has struggled as well. It's just been not a good effort on the offensive end for Canisius.
6 minutes gone by here in the second half. Fairfield up 18. Mido, good footwork in the lane.
It's a great play by Mido at 6'10", making that really wonderful move inside.
Henderson, the scoop layup. Green, first try was missed. And Mido recovering to knock it out of bounds.
Again, this Stags defense in the half court has been so active, I mean, all game long, as Supreme Cook comes back in for Chris Mido. That's quite a 1-2 punch that the Stags have. Supreme Cook and Chris Mido are two very active bigs. They do a lot of really good things on both ends. Supreme Cook has not scored the ball tonight, but he's done a lot of other things, altering shots, rebounding the ball, clogging up the middle.
Yeah, 8 rebounds, a couple of assists as well. Harid the rebound. They're going to get Chrysler for a foul. Oh, wait a minute. No, they do call the foul on Chrysler.
Yeah, that you had it right, Eddie. You were right on it. Yeah, that was definitely over the back there on Chrysler. So it'll be Canisius basketball out of bounds under.
47-27, the Fairfield lead. You know, Steve, when you're a team and you're struggling on the offensive end, you know, Canisius, like you mentioned in the pregame, they run great offense. They run great motion stuff in the half court. And you know what? I'm midpoint waving away because Chrysler draws the offensive foul, and Fairfield just has it solved on this end of the floor.
They really have it solved. Team defense, you know, that's what Jay Young preaches, you know, team defense. And in the half court, as we take a second look at it here, here's Green going off the bounce with his spin dribble. Look at the just perfect position there by Chrysler. Really an easy call to make. And they have been just tremendous as Fairfield in the half court.
Green, the throw ahead. Cook will go to the line. And while he does that, here's the point I was going to ask before that offensive foul. Now I'm going to put you in the head coach spot. Your team is struggling to score. You do run a lot of great motion stuff. What can you do to try to gain some rhythm on the offensive end?
Well, you can't pass up shots. You know, when you're missing shots, sometimes you want to make the extra pass, but when you're open, you have to shoot the basketball in rhythm. You can't pass up shots, especially when you're down 20 with 13 minutes to go in the game. If it's in rhythm, you have to shoot the basketball. Don't settle for threes. Continue to get stuff going to the goal, too. You can't necessarily settle for threes, but they've had time and again, the Griffs have had shots in the key, you know, 4, 5, 6 feet away, and some of them have been putbacks as Supreme Cook knocks down a couple of free throws. So, hey, you have to keep playing. There's just under 13 minutes to go, but you have to take your shots in rhythm and don't pass them up. As Long does a nice job, but he turns the basketball over, going to the goal, the freshman with the turnover.
Yeah, lost it on the way up. It'll allow Fairfield a chance to build on a 22-point lead. And really, most coaches would probably say, right, the comeback starts on this end of the floor. You have to get stops.
You have to get stops, and when you're shooting in the 20s, you know, it's very, very difficult. They need to get 3 or 4 stops in a row, knock down a couple of 3 balls, a couple going to the basket to give themselves some hope. But, you know, they've scored just 27 points at the 12:28 mark of the game. It has been a monumental struggle for Canisius.
Shooting just 24% from the floor, 2 of 13 from 3. Jay Young's Fairfield Stags putting on a defensive show so far.
As Henderson is now out of the game for Canisius.
10 seconds for Fairfield to operate. Here's Caleb Green. Cruz gonna pull up from straight away. Fofana, slipped. The ball goes out of bounds. They say Amadou Fofana was the last to touch it. He then points to the ground and says, I didn't fall on my own.
Yeah, Fofana, he's frustrated there. I didn't see much of a foul there. It's a good crossover by Fofano. I think he just lost his footing there, and it did go off of Canisius. That was the proper call by the official, Crisp.
I think if anything, Fofana was appealing to, hey, we might need to wipe that area down. Inside of 12 minutes to go here in the second. Cruz with the ball fake, getting inside. Clever move by Cruz. Loose ball here, and Xavier Long will come away with it.
It was a clever move by Cruz. We've seen him make those kinds of shots his entire career at Fairfield.
Here's Ahmed on the baseline.
He's one of the best in the country blocking shots.
And if Canisius wants to spoil that party in the second round between St. Peter's and Fairfield, they are to kind of find the form they had late in the year that enabled them to win 3 in a row. They have their work cut out for them here in the second half as Ahmed knocks down 2 free throws.
Yeah, they need to go now as the Golden Griffs extend their pressure.
Yeah, they'll try to speed Fairfield up a bit, but the Stags have taken excellent care of the basketball. They've only turned it over 2 times in this game.
Yeah, that is amazing, really. They have valued the basketball all game long, really taken care of it.
They run a double team at Supreme Cook. He's passed out of double team so well in this game as Cruz spins and finishes.
He has passed out of doubles. That's a really good recognition by Supreme Cook, and another deft touch inside there by Cruz.
Xavier Long steps out. That rims in and out.
Yeah, tough luck there for Long. That was halfway down, popped out.
How many shots have we said that about for Canisius here tonight?
Yeah, they really have shot the ball in tough luck. A lot of them have been halfway down as Supreme Cook continues to struggle offensively. It was a good, tough move on the baseline, but he didn't get it to go. Cook is coming out now for the Stags. Chris Mido back in for Fairfield.
.10:40 to go in the second half. 51-29 Fairfield. Here's Seem Eitendahl. He's fouled by Chris Mido on that screen switch.
Yeah, it's just not a good decision there. You don't want to stop the clock there. Mido on the hard edge out in front on the ball screen, but it's just too much contact. And now Canisius is shooting 1-and-1 now. They're now in the bonus.
So free throws, it's a 1-and-1 for Seem Eitendahl, and he makes the first free throw. Earlier today, the Canisius women's team became the first 11 seed to advance. They knocked off 6th seeded Monmouth, and they came back to cheer on their men's team.
That's good to see. Yes, Canisius with the big upset. That was really a tremendous win for the Canisius women's program.
Yeah, this day started at 9:30 in the morning with 22 teams on both the men's and women's side. 3 women's first-round games. This is the middle of the 3 men's first-round games.
Yeah, this is a long day Tuesday. You mentioned it earlier, Eddie. It's a long day on Tuesday, but we've seen some really, really good basketball.
Oh, absolutely have. Here's Cruz. Oh, he looked away and still was able to finish.
Wow, that's a great, great move by Cruz going to the goal. He got it to go down. He put it soft off the window with that runner.
Ahmed, right wing.
Canisius continues to struggle. That was a good shot by Ahmed. There really was no closeout there, but Canisius just cannot get it to go down as Fairfield almost turns it over, but it does go off of Jaco Fritz. It'll be Stags basketball, side out right in front of the Fairfield bench.
It's so hard to come back against a team that plays defense as well as Fairfield. It's kind of like what they say, as Green goes backdoor, there's the left-handed finish. Steve, it's so hard. It's like when you fall behind an option team in football, it's so hard to come back.
Yes, because each and every possession, they are in your sternum, talking about the Stags, and they close out shots as Henderson was.
A ton more threes in the opposition.
Yes.
And they just don't turn the ball over.
Oh, they value the basketball. That's another one of Jay Young's tenets. Take care of the basketball. Value the basketball. And they have done that tonight.
Yeah, they've made almost 60 more threes than their opponents as well. If you can play defense and you can knock down shots from beyond the arc, you'll be in a lot of games.
Yes, and they have. They've done that tonight. Nice take here by Taj Benning. Cannot get it to go.
And he trails the play here. Fofana will try to go quickly. Henderson, Eitendal into the corner. Fritz on the offensive glass.
Another wide open look. That was a wide open look there by Eitendal as Canisius turns the basketball over.
And they flip it ahead to Benning. Taj Benning in the open floor. Oh, he lost the handle of it. He gets it back and puts it in.
Yeah, he had the presence of mind to get it back. Yes, I think maybe he was thinking about dunking it, but it slipped out of his hands when he was wide open going for the lay-in, but he got it back, got the putback to go down.
8:20 to go here in the second. It's a 23-point Fairfield lead and looking for more.
Fairfield can be very patient now, up 23, just over 8 minutes to go. They can be patient on every offensive possession.
Chrysler, he'll step inside the arc.
He maybe rushed that one, Chrysler. Boy, that was wide right. He didn't even draw any iron there on that 15-foot pull-up.
Henderson going to turn the corner. Gets it back from Fofana. And will rise up the contested two. Too strong, and there's Green underneath.
Once again, another great closeout by Fairfield. They are contesting pretty much every shot.
Green, the beautiful backdoor find to Cruz.
What great two-man game there. Just great vision there by Green, and Cruz moving so well without the basketball.
25-point Fairfield lead here in the second half. Well, Fritz all alone down low. Xavier Long finds him.
Yeah, good dime there by Long. Fritz dove to the goal there wide open. Got the easy one to go down inside.
Long and Chrysler, top of the key. Cruz leading all scorers with 17. Here comes Amadou Fofana.
Tough out if they continue to play this kind of defense in the half court.
Well, it's what they did a season ago.
Yes.
And it led them into that MAC final against Iona. I just remember seeing them late in the season, in the regular season last year. And, you know, you saw glimpses of what it could be, but this team clearly has an ability to turn it on in the postseason.
Oh, they do, and they have great leadership on this team. You know, Taj Benning is a great leader. Green, the point guard, a heady point guard, does a lot on the floor. Cruz, you can't say enough about Cruz. He's been a great, great player his entire career. And then they've got bigs. You know, Supreme Cook and Mito, they are very, very capable on the low block. You got Chrysler coming in banging threes in the first half. He had 8 big points in the first half to really help set the stage for Fairfield.
The balanced scoring, 6 different players have scored between 6 and 17 points. There's Hareed in the passing lane. Look out.
Nice job there by Hareed. He's continuing to play hard. Got the flush in transition.
It has been down here, and the recent news that it'll be here next year as well. A 1-year extension will bring this tournament back here.
Yeah, they extended it 1 year, and you mentioned it earlier, Eddie. It's just so wonderful to see people back in the stands. The atmosphere is very, very good. totally different than last year, of course. You know, with COVID, it was difficult, but I thought the MAC did a tremendous job in, administering the tournament here, and that we'll be back again here in AC next season.
And especially last season with all of the different challenges and
Right.
cancellations and everything. Couldn't agree more. To be able to play the tournament a season ago, crown a men's and women's champion, truly remarkable. As has this guy's game been, Jesus Cruz with 19 points.
That's another great take by Jesus Cruz. Again, he is so crafty. Got that to go with his offhand with a little reverse layup, but Cruz has been big time tonight.
Fairfield is 5 minutes and 20 seconds away from a matchup with 2-seed St. Peter's tomorrow night, as Hareed got that to fall.
Yeah, finally, Hareed gets one to go down. It has been a struggle for Hareed tonight, but the Golden Griffs continue to play hard.
Green shot off the mark. Here comes Ahmed. Now Hareed. Pull up in transition. TJ Long pulls down the rebound.
Again, that's a good look by Hareed. He just has not been able to have a sustained effort on the offensive end.
It's going to set the stage if this score holds over the next 440 for two of the more polar opposite quarterfinals tomorrow night, as Benning scores when Iona and Ryder at 7, and then St. Peter's and Fairfield at 9:30. If you want to watch up and down play, tune into the earlier one.
Yes.
If you want to watch a masterclass and half-court defense, tune in at 9:30.
Yeah, I totally agree. It's going to be two different brands of basketball. Not one better than the other. They're just different.
And not that Iona and Ryder don't play defense, nor that St. Peter's and Fairfield don't score, but it is going to be a very different
Remaining.
kind of fight to the end, especially in the survive and advance world of the conference tournament. Here's Ahmed, just trying to muscle his way inside. Cruz knocks it out of bounds.
Again, just great help defense there by the Stags. That's just a terrific block there by Cruz. Canisius retains possession. Here it is again on the replay. Nice take here by Ahmed, but here's Cruz again with that help defense. Wonderful timing on that block.
7 seconds for Hareed. Ahmed will return it to him. He's got 1 second to get it off. Does get it on the rim. And because of that, Fairfield and them not being able to corral it, it'll stay with Canisius.
Yeah, they just didn't get together there. You have to communicate when you have 3 on the glass. I got it, you take it. But again, Fairfield with the game fully in hand, up 20, 3.5 remaining.
Well, here's Henderson. He'll step out for 3. And with 3.5 minutes to go, this Fairfield really domination, especially in the second half, is almost complete. Ahmed will poke it away. One-on-one with Long, and then Long knocks it out of bounds.
Nice job there by TJ Long, the freshman. Good quick hands. Denied Ahmed going to the goal.
Again, one more game here tonight. Marist and Quinnipiac will play to see who will take on Siena in the quarterfinals. Ahmed knocks down the corner triple.
Nice job there by Ahmed. Raising up, knocked it down. We've got a foul now. I think they have Henderson for Canisius. Yes, they have Henderson. Fairfield will shoot. Taj Benning getting ready to toe the line for the Stags.
One of 2 Stags in double figures. He has 11. Jesus Cruz has 19 as Reggie Witherspoon looks on. If he knew I was going to say this, he'd probably not like it. But Reggie Witherspoon is an absolute legend in Western New York basketball. His time at Buffalo, his time at Erie Community College as a player and a coach, and in our conversations with him, I just sit back, listen to him talk, and just learn.
Oh,
you know?
He's all class, just a class act. He had some great teams at the University of Buffalo.
He did.
He really did. He was Coach of the Year in the MAC, the other MAC, MAC, on a couple of occasions. He had some really good teams at the University of Buffalo.
True veteran of the college basketball game. And his story at Canisius kind of goes full circle with another legend at Canisius in John Beeline. And you got to go all the way back. Reggie Witherspoon, and he's fired up on the sideline now, but he's second all-time in wins through his first 5 years at Canisius, behind Beeline, who was his former coach at Erie Community College. Again, he doesn't want to know any of this because he wants to watch his team come out and launch a comeback here, and he is upset on the sidelines. But as are so many coaches in this league, all class and so competitive, sometimes it just isn't your night.
Yeah, it wasn't his night. A coach he came full circle. He started out at Sweet Home High School.
Yep.
He had great teams there. I think he won 4 division championships in a row. Coached at Erie Community College. Then UB had some great teams at UB, and he's done a fine job at Canisius as well.
And had that team positioned a couple of years ago to make long runs in the postseason. They had some injuries. They had players leave the program. And wish nothing but success to that Griff's program moving forward. But right now, it is all about Fairfield. It's all about Jay Young's Stags trying to do what they did a season ago, and that's make another run from the exact same spot, the 7 seed, into the MAC final, which they did last year. Step 1 looks to be 2.5 minutes away from being complete.
Yeah, step 1 is going to be complete, again, we've harped on it all night long. They're still getting on the floor, playing very aggressively, defensively. Hey, you have to hand it to the Stags. They dictated this game on the defensive end of the floor.
And they did it without their third leading scorer and best outside shooting option in Jake Wojcik, who wasn't available, out with a foot injury in this game. And they'll move on, so his status will hopefully be reevaluated. And a matchup tomorrow night with St. Peter's awaits this Fairfield team.
Again, that's going to be a great game. Both teams really play excellent basketball defensively in the half court. I think it's going to be a really wonderful game to watch as Taj Benning knocks down the first free throw for the Stags.
13 points now for Benning. Kind of epitomizes this Fairfield program a little bit, right? He and Cruz, they just kind of go about their business every day. They work. And the last couple of years, especially in tournament play, they've seen the success.
And you can't say enough about having an experienced team.
Yep.
This is a veteran team. They play well together as Henderson misses another 3-ball for the Griffs. And that goes a long way. You know, when you've played together, you're a veteran team. And, when you play that kind of defense, and again, you can't say enough about Cruz and Benning. And I really love the point guard Green too.
Yeah.
He does so much on the floor, gets him in good offense, and when you have shot blockers in the back line, you can do a lot of damage. And that game tomorrow night against St. Peter's is going to be a really good one.
Med knocks 2 free throws down. That'll be the second quarterfinal tomorrow. The first one is Iona and Ryder. The Bronx defeating Manhattan earlier tonight in our first round game. And still one more to come with Marist and Quinnipiac after us. Inside of 2 minutes to go here for Fairfield. Henderson Cook meets him at the rim to erase it.
Again, that's Supreme Cook. That's what he brings to the table. He is a big with wonderful timing. That was just another terrific blocked shot by Cook.
Hitchin to the fadeaway 2.
That's a nice play there by Hitchin, fading away from about 10 feet. Got it to go down.
minute 15 remaining here. You got a thought about our late game tonight, Marist and Quinnipiac?
Hey, Marist had won 6 games in a row, but they make the Buffalo swing and get beat by Canisius and Niagara as TJ Long knocks down a 3-pointer for the Stags. Quinnipiac has lost 6 games in a row. A lot of them have been close, so which team will come out with a lot of energy? That's going to be interesting to see tonight.
And I think that's always the key in that 6-11 game, right? It's the 3rd men's game of the session. It's the 6th total game of the day down here at the Hercules Tires MAC Basketball Championships. So which team is going to bring the energy? Which team is going to kind of bring its own excitement? And that might tell the story of who wins the game, and probably a more evenly matched game than a normal 6-11 one should be.
Yeah, I totally agree. Very evenly matched. They split during the regular season. Quinnipiac won in Hamden, and Marist won by 1 point in Poughkeepsie. So I think it'll be a good one, Eddie. The final game probably tip off just right around 10 o'clock tonight.
Green will just hip the basketball, and there'll be just 4 seconds left. The final game of the night after this one, again, it's 6th-seeded Marist and 11th-seeded Quinnipiac, as we put a bow on this defensive performance from Fairfield.